afternoon, everyone. I'm Rina from Group 5. My partner is Danny, and it's my great honor to stand here to talk about our teaching plan, Conditional Type 2, if I could. We teach junior high 2 students with COCA, and the class lasts 120 minutes. We connect our grammar rule with the topic, the relationship between parents and children. So we need one picture book, If I Could Keep You Little, about a parent's wish, and one poem, If I Had My Child to Read Over Again, about parents' regret. So let's see our teaching plan in general. Our lessons will involve a lot of students' imagination. So it begins with a video as comprehensible input. And in the next part, we adopt an inductive approach when students examine stories content and concordance lines to figure out the structure of the conditional type 2. So after that, they need to compare the differences between conditional type 1 and conditional type 2. After that, we do a lot of practice and production, like controlled practice, semi-controlled practice, and free practice. So after that, by the end of the lesson, after so many practice, so by the end of the lesson, students will be able to first demonstrate awareness of the form of conditional sentence type 2. Second, students will be able to display the understanding of the use of the conditional sentence type 2 to talk about imaginary situations. Third, they will distinguish type 1 conditional sentences from type 2. Last, they will show deeper understanding of parents' love. Okay, now let's go through our teaching plan in detail. In the first stage, students are asked to watch a video which is about a parent's wish. The storybook is called If I Could Keep You Little. Now let's see a little bit.
Speech from here to there. If I could keep you little, I'll pick from you a friend or two. But then I will miss you finding friends you like who like you too. If I could keep you little, we'll finger paint our art.
Yeah, very emotional story reading. I think it can stimulate students want to learn the conditional type 2. Before they watch the video, actually they need to predict what the story about according to the picture, the title, and the 3 questions. So they need to watch the video for at least 2 times. For the first time, they need to check their prediction, and for the second time, they need to finish the close of the story. Well, it is an individual practice at first, and then they can share their answers with their partners. Then, if they do not, if they have some confused about some words they feeling, they can watch the video again. And then some follow-up questions will be asked for their further understanding of the story, not only about the structure of the sentence. After that, they need to choose the correct one of the conditional type 2, because since they have learned the conditional type 1 in the previous lesson, so they need to circle the correct structure of the conditional type 2. So here comes the next part, hands-on corpus search. If there is a computer or PC tablets available in the classroom, students can use COCA to do the hands-on corpus search this is the website. Due to the limited time, I will not do this for you. You can see this picture. You need to open this website and type in the keyword if. Can you see it clearly? Yes, okay. And insert the part of speech, pronoun all, and after that you need insert the word in the past tense, and click keyword in context. And click the button. So there will some concordance lines will be pop out, maybe immediately, maybe after a period of time. If something, some accident will occur, we can provide a handout for them to observe. You can see the teacher can choose and adapt some concordance lines from the corpus. And what students need to do is circle the verbs in the if clause and the main clause. After that, they need to discover the structure of the conditional type 2. This is a pair work. And after that, students need to summarize the language use patterns and some follow-up questions for them to further understanding the conditional type 2. And after that, we want students to draw attention to the differences between type 1 and type 2 conditional. You can see this. We can ask them to answer some questions and read some examples. So there's a summary of type 2 conditional. It's a group interaction to make the task easier. Okay, here comes the last part, language output. We have two exercises about gap filling, but they are totally different. The first gap filling is about the differences between conditional type 1 and the conditional type 2. Since gap filling is a controlled practice, it is an individual work. And after that, in the step 2, students will listen to the video. If I had my child to read over again, it's about the parent's wish. We set a context here. Okay, let's listen to the video. Watch the video.
If I had my child to raise over again, by Diane Loman. If I had my child to raise all over again, I'd finger paint more, point less fingers. I would do less correcting and more connecting. I'd take my eyes away.
Well, I think the video will stimulate their interest on continuing in finishing the task. Well, after the controlled practice, we ask students to do the semi-controlled practice, that is speaking activity. Students are divided into groups of 3. Everyone in the group needs to do the role play in order to make sure everyone is involved in this activity. After the discussions, students need to do the report in the front of the class, and the teacher can give some feedback. And the last activity is free practice. It's an individual work. After reading the 2 stories about the parents' wish and parents' regret, I think students will have something to say to their parents to show their love to their parents. So we provide some scaffolding, the 2 sentences for reference. Yeah, this is a writing activity, and if time is enough, the teacher can choose a few students' work. And after that, they need to do homework. The first is to continue revising their writing and enjoying the songs at home. While the 3 songs include the conditional type 2, so we think it is a way to consolidate their knowledge in a very funny way. So let's summarize our teaching plan. in a mind map. Yeah, let's see. I made this mind map. According to the curriculum standard for junior high school in mainland China, teacher not only need to teach knowledge but also to develop students' literacy skills of English subject 英语学科素养 including language ability, learning ability, thinking quality, and culture character. So in our lesson, students not language ability will be improved by integrating 4 skills in our lesson under the topic of parents' love and parents' regret. Which is shown in the whole class. Students' listening skill will be improved by watching a video, listening to the poem, and peer talk. And students' speaking skill will be improved by communicating in pairs and groups. Students' reading skill will be improved by reading concordance lines and doing exercise. And the last, their writing skill will be improved by making sentences and writing a conversation. And secondly, students' learning ability will be improved in our lesson by noticing, discovering, and summarizing the rule of conditional type 2. They will learn independently and collaboratively. And thirdly, their thinking quality will be improved by demonstrating their creativity in output. And last but not least, we not only teach knowledge, but also we will have emotional objectives. That is to promote their understanding of their parents' love and show their love to their parents. So that's all. Thank you.
So could you please include this in your final submission?
Okay.
Since you have already done this.
Well, we change a little bit. Yeah. Do you have some questions? You can ask me or my partner, Fanny.
How about step 2 there?
Okay.
First time watching, have you made any change? I'm reading the first draft.
The first video.
On page 2, step 2, first time watching and checking there.
This one?
Yeah, this one.
Okay.
Actually, I'm not too sure what you expect the students to do because there are no instructions in.
Oh, well, we not only teach their knowledge, but also want
Read
to.
the question.
Yeah.
The answers for step 1.
Yes, they need to answer the questions. We want to practice their thinking skill. And the second question is about the conditional type 2 structure, I think. If you were the child, do you want to grow up?
Because I read the hard copy, I couldn't see the colors. That's why I didn't realize they are the answers in the first one.
Oh, okay.
And okay, next part. If I could keep you little then. So look at this one.
Okay.
What you expect the students to put down is to keep and also the infinitive. All the infinitives here. Hold.
Yes.
But our focus should be on the second conditional. So I think it should. I think one of you already mentioned this point in the comment. It should be would hold, right? And also would kiss. Although
Yeah,
in the
we put a note here.
but you
It's
expect the
equal.
students to put down just the infinitive rather than the apostrophe D.
Oh, okay.
So you need to. I think they should put down the whole
Oh, okay.
to let them understand that it should be would.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for your suggestion.
I think it's not really we are running out of time, sorry, we can't give further comments, but they can give you comments individually. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Jackie.